So what's the difference between a successfully ran small business and one that is struggling? And I really always believe that it comes down to one thing. It's the people, right? I mean, we all fulfill a service or a product or whatever it may be, but at the end of the day, it's about the people, right? It's about the relationships. It's about having the right people fulfilling the right role. And once those components are in place, then the business has the opportunity to try to not only survive, but to thrive. You know, in our very small family-owned business, we each play a role, right? I play a very particular role that I excel at. Brian plays a very particular role that he excels at. Anna plays a very particular role that she excels at. Now, we each stay in our own lane, and the reason we stay in our own lane is because the fact of the matter is that is where the most productivity comes into play. I'm not micromanaging somebody else. Somebody else isn't micromanaging me, and vice versa. All the way around the circle, we all fulfill a very particular role that we each bring our own value to the table. That is what it takes to be successful in a small business. It's about not only having a relationship within the company, but having a relationship also outside of the company. We have a relationship with our landlord. We have a relationship with our clients. We have a relationship with our vendors, and they're good relationships, and we nourish those relationships because at the end of the day, the products and services we provide are only as valuable to somebody that seeks value in us, and that is applicable to every small business. It doesn't matter if you're running a law firm, if you're running a pizzeria, if you are running a gas station, you name it, right? It doesn't matter. It's people. People matter. And when people matter and people are left to excel in their own strengths, that is when a business is successful. Stay in your own lane, do your very best, be the person that is irreplaceable in the particular area of the business that you are in and that you excel in and that you have the greatest understanding of. And in doing that, simply nourishing the relationship both within the company and outside of the company walls is how a small business will not only survive, but thrive. So to me, I'm a big believer that circle the wagons, focus on the people. You must bring a great product to the table. You must bring a high level of service to the table. But it's the people, it's the relationships. You know, we have customers and clients that have been coming to us for 40 or 50 years at this point. Our company's 47 years old this year. Why? Because we have valued the people along the way. And the same clients that started working with my dad out of my grandparents' garage in his driveway in the mid-70s are still coming to us today to work with us because we have nourished a relationship. We have made the business about people. So if you're starting a small business, if you're in a small business, whether you own it, you manage it, you're an employee of it, I encourage you to excel in the role that you play. Be invaluable in your role. And in doing that, you will contribute to the growth and future of whatever organization you're involved in. Focus on the people, okay? That is where you will be different from any and everybody else that is in the same industry as you, whether it's HVAC or accounting or even a doctor. Guys, I have literally fired doctors. I looked a doctor in the face as I was fighting for my life, and I said to her, I'm like, you're fired. And she didn't know what to say because I don't think in her 40-year career as a doctor she's ever been fired. She didn't excel in her role. I'm not saying she's a bad doctor, but she forgot to focus on the people. She forgot to focus on the patient. And for that, she's built a reputation. So build a reputation of focusing on what matters in whatever your small business is. Focus on the people. That is where you will seek growth. You'll seek stability. You'll seek a future. That's how it works, right? People wonder why they're failing. That's the recipe. Focus on the people. Do a good job. Charge a fair price. Be reputable. Stand behind your work. But those relationships will take you places that no product or service can. You can take that to the bank. I promise you. That is my very best advice for anyone who owns, operates, manages, works for particularly a small business, right? When it comes to corporate, you're just a payroll number. But when it comes to small business, there's an intimate ability to build relationships. God bless, guys.